Why not have lot? Come on. Hey, let's go, Cowboy Nation. One way or another. No Sleep Nation. Appreciate you. There's news out here for you to know. Why not have Law Nation to tell it to you all? Come on. Shout out to you, Jay Carter, Aaron Lewis. I see you. Come on. Be sure to hit that like button, share this content. Say, mama, there go that man again. Yeah. Come on. Shout out to everybody who watched my film assessment, who did your homework, basically, huh? One way or another, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in to this day. For the situations, right? Situations for the nation, baby. Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right. Get my coffee together. Thou shalt decree a thing, and it shall be established.
I want me some glory hole.
Let's go. Y'all feel on in. Fall in. Now fall in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Hey. Oh. Come on, baby. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. I know. I seen you. I see you over there rocking it. I see you rocking it. Cowboy Nation. I get it. A lot of people are worried about what Coach had to say. But motivation goes both ways, right? And let me clap this up. And motivation goes both ways, Cowboy Nation. And we can't be sitting around here saying that, hey, come on, Coach. Hush your mouth. We got to play the game. No, this is what you're supposed to do. Instill the trust and also let everybody know. If you're confident about something, speak it. Now, you got to play it, too. So that means that everybody else got to fall in line. And the first person to say, okay, Coach, I got you, Rain Dakota Prescott. And we pull this up pretty much right here. Shout out to my guy, Defy. Be sure to check out his Instagram page. He said, S-H-I-T. Yeah. When he was asked about what Mike McCarthy had to say about expecting to win. So let me ask you guys this. Would you feel comfortable if he was docile and say, no, I don't know. You know, I'm scared of the Washington team. They won 4 games in a row, and I just came back out of protocol. I don't know what to do. Would you guys feel more confident in that? Would you feel more confident than how you doing, guys? You know, would you like it from the Jason Garrett approach? And I'm not saying that Jason Garrett is a horrible person. I don't know where you guys feeling or coming from, but I went to the SWAC. You know what I'm saying? Not SEC. I went to a SWAC school, Jackson State, Jackson State, and every year I'm saying, man, we're going to beat the you-know-what out of Alcorn. Every year, I don't sit here and look at Alcorn as a rivalry and say, oh, I gotta respect Alcorn. Oh, no, the Alcornites. Oh, no. Woo, you know. But I entered that thing with my mindset boldly. Boldly. Scared money make no money. Yeah. I get it, Cowboy fans. I get it. We have not did anything in many of years, right? But majority of those years, Cowboy Nation, 10 of them was with Jason Garrett. 3 of them was with Wade Phillips, you know. Well, 2.5 basically, and really 9 years with Jason Garrett. But you guys get what I'm saying. Indoctrination is the ability to teach people the way you want them to think. And we've been indoctrinated with docility, with docileness. Savage time, as long as we win, it's not we better beat the brakes off of them. They're watching the same thing. Confidence can go both ways. You know, I liken this to a guy with all of the confidence in the world. And he walks up to the prettiest girl on the dance floor and say, may I have this dance? And she look him right in the eyes and say, hell no. You know what I'm saying? Now, 2 things can happen. Either he can turn around and ask the friend or someone else, or he can shut it down and be like, I thought I was the hottest thing in here, right? And then never ask no one else to dance. Right? But the crafty one, you know, knows how to walk up on the floor, and she asks him, can I dance with you? And that's when you go on another level. We're not there yet, but we're heading that way. But that's what Mike McCarthy is trying to establish, that confidence. Sometimes the roar of the lion establish everything. The hyenas don't have that type of pitch. The Panthers don't have that type of pitch. The tiger don't have that type of pitch. But when the lion just roar, he established his presence. He established his dominance. He established and set and bring forth everything. That's what Mike McCarthy is doing, you know. And we seen people with a lot of heart. I'll never forget. I used to go over a friend of mine's house, and she would have a Shih Tzu. I think I said that name right. Dog had all of the heart in the world. Just a barking. Do like this one time, it's a trail of urine. Didn't even lay a hand on that dog. Shout out to you, Peter. Just do like this. Trail of urine, all bark with no bite, baby. And some people are just like that. Some teams are just like that, all bark. That's what you hear, the trail of urine. I was like, dog, that dog must drunk a lot of water. Cause all I did was get your butt back. But the dog had all of the heart in the world. In Cowboy Nation, everybody that's been watching, we're not that dog. No. Our dog got teeth over here, baby. Whoa. We got a real one over here. So that is what confidence do, Cowboy Nation. And this was the audio of what
we know what people think of us. We love that. We're comfortable who we are, where we are. But I'm excited about what's in front of us because, we're going to win this game. I'm confident in that and just, the prep that's going into it. But, more importantly, we're going to, we want to improve too along the way. So I think that's all part about what the challenge of December football gives you.
No doubt, no doubt. So with that being said, Dak Prescott had put up some good numbers versus the Washington team in his career. 69.2 completion percentage, 1,866 yards, 13 tubs, and 1 INT. That is his career stat line for your mind. Now, stats are for losers, right? We really not going to just walk around here and say, just because he said that, we're going to win, You still got to put your work in, right? You still got to make sure that everything, your T's are crossed right, your I's are dotted. And I get it, Cowboy Nation. A lot of people can look into this thing and say, well, Dak didn't do that against this team. And if we look back at it, let me pull up John Machota right quick, making sure that there's no other news that's out here. But, yeah, and that's Diggs. He said he only lived 10 miles away from the stadium. It's a home game for him, so he's ready. He's chomping at the bit to get out there. This is them doing some work drills between Trayvon Diggs and Gallup. And look at Gallup nosing the ball right there, pulling the ball in. It's 88 Lamb. He's there. The other news that just released earlier today was limitations in practice, and we have that from time to time, and I posted it on my YouTube page and as well as my Facebook and I think Instagram about the, let me pull it up right here, go right here, appreciate y'all, about the injuries occur in the game. And of course Parsons was limited due to soreness. 10 days off, your body is saying, okay, we in recovery mode, and now you want to go at me at a full steam of practice. Sometimes you will have soreness. It was just a precaution. So I look at it like this. Today is pretty much treatment day will be Saturday. So today is that day after practice. They probably worked the hell out of him yesterday on Wednesday. So today Thursday. And I'm quite sure it'd be probably a light practice Friday and then treatment Saturday, little walkthrough or, whatever they do on a Saturday. And then they'll be locked, loaded, and ready for Sunday. I'm quite sure that his hip soreness should be alleviated by then. If not, then we can start talking about, hey, maybe he had to take a game off or something. Maybe. I'm using the operative word, maybe, baby. Other thing, the Tony Pollard. The news that was out today with Tony Pollard. I get it, Cowboy Nation. We know. We like the dual threat running back situation. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard, been dynamic for us, right? We was in a sink place, a hole of a hole. I can go back and look at every game. The Denver Broncos, big play, started this thing off with 52 yards, right? A kickoff return. We can look at the 35, I think it was a 38-yard run against the Kansas City Chiefs game, right? Big explosive play. Oh, excuse me, Cowboy Nation. We can also look at the Raiders game when he ran one all the way back, and we were sitting there, oh, yeah, Tony Pollard, let's go, right? And of course, when the aficionado fell, that was everything, right? We all, believe it or not, we all got excited when we saw that official fall on the ground, and we hope all is well to him, by the way. Also, this previous game, the Saints game, I think it was a 58-yarder, right? That's the play that torn his plantar fascia. I think that's how you say it, plantar fascia. That's what he torn there on that 58-yard run against the Saints. And that's why we didn't see him in the latter part of the game. I heard people say, Cowboys, you missed out on the opportunity of picking up Phillip Lindsay. Now, one thing that I can say about our Cowboys team, we never been in a rush to pick up any free agent. We never been in a rush to pick up any free agent. Let me repeat again. We never been in a rush to pick up any free agent. However, we did pick up Ito Smith, not Emmett, but Ito. And he's a smaller running back, 190 pounds, 195 give or take, 5'9". Can he do what Can he do what Tony do? No, he's not that type of runner. But I can tell you the Cowboys are picking him up for precautions because normally a torn plantar is, 6 to 8 weeks. Now, he is working the cords. I'm talking about Tony Pollard. So I don't know if his pain tolerance he will be able to play this weekend. But they lamented that this would be a quote-unquote game day decision on whether or not he will play, Cowboy Nation. So those are the thoughts of there. It's painful. It lingers. This is from the Angry Cowboy. Appreciate you for your insight, for your knowledge of this situation there. Before the game for sure, but I still wouldn't bet a ton of cash on it. This is from Lil Dallas. Appreciate you, Lil Dallas. Let me see who else we got here. Appreciate everybody for putting your comments down below. Dig just got another pick. Greg Berry. Yeah. Spiffy AC, appreciate you for jumping in. Shout out to you, Jay Lombardi. Shout out to you, Jonathan. Yeah. What if Mike McCarthy said, I think our team can win this Sunday? I guarantee you would say now we will have a coach who doesn't have the confidence. Yeah. And winning the game. Replied to Will Steen. Shout out to you. So that's what Mike McCarthy's supposed to say, by the way. You know, he's supposed to deliver the confidence. Now, bulletin board material, sometimes we as fans, we kind of kick the nest around, and stir up some stuff and be like, hey, this is what such and such said. This is what such and such said. I think that Mike McCarthy was looking into this situation of last year's game, in that Thanksgiving game, when, everything was pretty much over and done with. I think the Washington team scored another touchdown at the end. And when it's a rivalry game, 9 times out of 10, coaches remember everything. They do. They flat out remember everything. And they say, okay, I got you. And he probably could have took it personal last year, And, of course, we as natural people we always like to do the comparisons and analysis and things like that, right? So what happened here, Cowboy Nation, is that somebody probably hit him up and said, hey, and the Cowboys should have got a riverboat run over you, right? You never know, Cowboy Nation, how this thing goes. So he may be looking at it like revenge. Dak Prescott may be looking at it like, hey, all right, I got what you guys did last year to my team while I was watching. So now I'm looking to get revenge for my team. So, yeah, this is a revenge game.
Chase Young and Montez Sweat now missing from the football team. Montez Sweat testing positive for COVID. What have you seen from them in this winning streak?
They're running the ball. I think I don't want to say they're forming an identity, but they're doing a much better job of running the ball. And now they want to be that team that runs the ball and plays defense. And I guess when you have a free agent quarterback starting for you, I guess to a certain extent that makes sense, right? The weird thing is, as you pointed out, they don't have Chase Young. He's out for the season with an ACL. They don't have Montez Sweat. He was out with a broken jaw, now COVID. Ooh. So you can make the argument they're two best defensive players, or certainly two of the best. They go out and they're playing better defense now. So it makes no sense, but their winning streak has been carried by their defense. I see it similar, not in the same way, no two teams are alike, as you guys know, but, Kansas City started playing good defense when the Cowboys faced them, right? They had a 4-game winning streak, much like Washington, and they were winning because they were playing better defense, and obviously they weren't turning the ball over, and, that's how they were winning games. Shoot, the Cowboys defense pretty much, kept Kansas City in check, but the defense took over the game. Kansas City defense took over the game, and that's not the way they had won previously. They won with their offense. But you've got a team, too, again, they're feeling good about themselves. They know they win this game. They're one game behind the Cowboys, and they play them again in 2 weeks, so they can take over the division. Now, what I don't see, Washington is obviously in a 4-game winning streak. I don't see them winning out. I don't see them as a team that is capable of winning 9 consecutive games. I don't think we're going to sit here and point to Washington like you did
Right.
Tampa Bay last year and say, well, Tampa Bay was 8-5, but they were 8-5. Well, that was great, but they had, again, the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL, who you guys want to cut, by the way. So, I think Washington.
Well, we didn't cut Brady.
Yeah.
Oh, is he on?
No. We're cutting Favre for sure,
Well, I'm not.
and maybe Breeze.
I'm cutting. I was thinking Elway and Breeze.
I love it. I love the idea that we're sitting here talking about cutting.
Babe, why don't you loosen up a little bit?
Yeah, so I'm in agreement with Babe Laufenberg. I don't think that the Washington team is going to win 9 in a row, by the way. And this game right here, Cowboys, we play our style of football, and we're going to get there. Yeah, Marcus Kidd, you kind of late. I already talked about that news. And it is actually Marcus Kidd. And shout out to you on the Facebook. I really appreciate you. It's actually a game day decision. And can you play on that? Taysom Hill just played on it. It's just depending on your pain tolerance and how much they're going to shoot you up with. It's a 6 to 8 week type of healing process far as that injury that Tony Pollard got or what have you. But the problem is with this, Cowboy Nation, that we do know with this particular administration, they will take a molehill and turn it into a mountain, right? They will obscure some information. They will play some they will play some mind foolery on you, right? Let me know if I'm lying. We all knew that, like the extended elbow thing with Navir Gallimore, 4 to 6 weeks, right? We still haven't seen Navir Gallimore in a game, right? It's just one of those things. Now he's expected to play this weekend, so it's always hidden sauces with this particular team. How they make their soup is hidden. So it is what it is at this point. If he play, hey. If he don't play, hey. They can't use that as an excuse. No, they can't. Jay Versick, appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I didn't even get the notification that you were live. Also, WFT responded LMWoo, at least we got their attention.
Yeah, we got their attention. So Washington football team, as much as they got to prepare for Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, possible Tony Pollard now, do they prepare for him or they don't? Oh, excuse me, you got Ezekiel Elliott. Now they're scrambling. They're more worried now to prepare for us versus what we naturally already know. What's going on with our team? Oh, and appreciate you. Let's go. Canteen Sports Talk. Appreciate you. Parsons is battling with a soreness, not an injury, but it's just how it's reported on the report. Limited in practice.
This is what we do at the bar at happy hours. Who's the best? Who's the greatest? Not, I would not take any of them on my team, and I would just go up and cut them. This is what guys we argue about during happy hour.
I love it, and that's why I don't do happy hours with guys like you.
You do it with Aikman and Garrett.
We don't do that.
By the way,
What do you guys talk about? Like
We don't-
Peloton
do you guys
times?
talk about the Duke job? Is that what you talk about with Jason?
Oh.
That's exactly what we talked about this past off season. I said, Jason, hey, if you get fired 10 games into this year, do you think the Duke job might open up?
Let the AI speak.
I still believe in our Cowboys. We will come out victorious. Hashtag DC for life, real one.
Oh, yeah, you're a real one. I really appreciate you, Sally, for your love and adulations, especially your donations and all of those Cowboy fans who made donations last night while we was doing a marathon show. It was 3 hours long. The NFC East. Great show, by the way. Louis T. Oh, we keeping all of our receipts on him. Boy, he was talking some cash money, right? Ooh, 4-game winning spree. Man, you get the Washington fans talking a lot of cash money. So he's their leader, right? Take me to your leader, So hopefully, we can see him after the game, right? Also, shout out to Lord Bronson and all of his bully nation, if there's ever such a thing, right? All of his followers. always, jump to channel to channel to try to bully, what have you. But shout out to them, and shout out to Bad Dog. We all at some point felt sorry for the Giants. Somebody was like, hey, when he's going to speak, But shout out to the Giants, right? Shout out to the Giants. They are who we thought they are, right? But shout out to the panel, man. Amazing panel. We look to do this. We probably have to do that at least once a month, to be real with it. But I appreciate you, Sally. Thank you so much for your love and adulations.
Hey, be honest. Be honest.
Yeah.
Is Jason aware that the Giants have scored one touchdown since he was fired, and it was clearly his fault?
I honestly don't know, but I really feel sorry for Freddie Kitchens. I mean, let's be honest. That place is a mess up there. Then nobody was going to come in. Who's your top offensive coordinator? Seriously, in the NFL, if I could give you anybody, who would you take?
Andy Reid, Sean Payton.
Okay, both of them would go to New York with that team right now, and they would have scored one touchdown.
Shout out to you, Elroy.
I mean, we saw Sean Payton's offense last week, right, when he doesn't have his weapons.
Yeah.
So,
did you know anything about? Do you know anything about Garrett and Duke?
I don't, other than what I've read.
Okay.
He's up there in New York, and he's holed up. He's holed up.
Is he gonna live in New York versus DFW like long term?
I would think eventually he would come back here. He has a lot of ties, obviously, to the East Coast. His mom is still up there, and a bunch of his friends from Princeton are up there. But no, I think he would ultimately come back here to Dallas.
Got to be close. Got to be close to the mom. Elroy said that Lord Bronson was humbled. Yeah, I mean, a third of the Eagle fans are humbled. But they still talking noise, and they got a bye week, so they can sit back now and do this, right? And I don't know if it's a reverse jinx or whatever he's trying to do, but he did say that he's pulling for the Cowboys this weekend. Lord Brunson, he said that we're going to win by 17 or we should be up by 17 or what have you toward the latter part of the game. So if that happened, I got something special for Eagles fans. If that happened, just for this one moment. But I know that we take care of business this weekend. Matter of fact, I think if we take care of business this weekend and take care of business next weekend, don't we clinch? Don't we clinch if we take care of business this weekend and next weekend? Y'all post down below. Let me know.
Time of year to be in Jersey in the wintertime.
It's a great time. New York, Christmas. Come on. Chop.
Babe, you are I'm going to put you as Prime Minister of the Universe. How are you going to do the rotation of Randy and Tank and Micah on the defensive line?
You could have just made him Dan Quinn, not the Prime Minister.
I could have made him Dan Quinn, but I know Babe likes to wear a frontwards hat. How would you handle the rotation of the defensive line?
Well, Micah would be a linebacker.
All right.
Wrong.
I just wanted to upset you, Top. I just wanted to upset you. No, it's a great problem to have, isn't it? But obviously, you've got to limit Tank snaps. You've got to limit Randy Gregory snaps for the short term here. I mean, you're looking at a down the road deal where, hey, we want to be. I guess we are in December, but we want to be good in January because now you have a couple of games in January. They'll have Arizona coming in here to AT&T on January 2nd.
Right.
You go to Philadelphia, then obviously you're going to be in the playoffs more than likely. So I want to get those guys ready then. But there's no question. I'm with you, Chop, in the sense that you got to figure out a way for Micah to be a pass rusher in some of these sets, and he will be. And they played all those guys inside in nickel. They've all rushed the quarterback from the defensive tackle position, if you will. But again, it's a good problem to have. But here's one for you: there's only been one defensive player of the year who was a rookie. Obviously, they're also the rookie of the year defensively. Who would that be?
All right. Pop quiz. Who would that be? Cowboy Nation.
Breaking news.
All right, who is that? Who's the answer? What's the answer I meant to say? What's the answer? Can you spell it all the way out? Because, that could mean so many things, that could mean so many things. Yeah. Von Miller, okay. Yeah, come on now. Say T. Yeah. Micah, okay. Appreciate you, Jay Versick. No comparison at all. ... LT. This is from Bill Bates. Yeah. Let me rewind just a little bit. Now this is just what he said. I didn't say it. I didn't lay it out there. It just wasn't a situation nor a scenario that I put out there.
Seriously, you think Dak didn't sit back while injured watching his team get slaughtered by the washed football team last year wishing he was out there? When Doc say he is pissed, I truly believe it.
Yeah. And Dak, whatever he said, he meant it. You know what I'm saying? So it is not a situation nor a scenario that we look into this thing and say,
the conference has been locked.
All right, guys, I think people's trying to call in, so y'all going to have to hold your horses. It's not time yet. It's before your time to call in. But I locked the conference room so that you guys can stop calling. But I appreciate you for calling. But I thank you so much, Jay Versick. That's why I made you the mod, man. You jump on multiple channels. You hit me up on IG. You send me good clips and information, and I'm quite sure you're a stern person. All I ask my mods to do, as long as nobody taking any personal attack, let them post. Now, there's limitations to your post. If you're doing a ton of emojis and things like that, outside of the parameters of me commanding those emojis, then of course you're gonna get the 300. I think it's 300 seconds of times out. And on top of that, this is just a news for everybody, right? News to everybody as far as the content out here. Law Nation don't shy away from any man, by the way. I fear no man walking on this planet. I'll walk up to anybody, and everybody know, me personally, know that Law don't fear nobody. So let's put that to the shelf, okay? And on top of that, Cowboy Nation, it is what it is. Let's go.
Yeah, but here's one for you. There's only been one defensive player of the year who was a rookie. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're also the rookie of the year defensively. Who would that be? There's been one in NFL history who was a rookie who was the defensive player of the year.
It couldn't have been Lawrence Taylor, right?
It could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Lawrence
Don't doubt
Taylor.
yourself. You're right on it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think Mike is going to get some really, he's still got 5 games to play, but obviously he's going to be a serious candidate for defensive player of the year. And when you think about all the years they've been playing, and there's only one guy, and it was Lawrence Taylor, that's pretty good company.
What's wrong with the run game?
What's wrong with it?
Well, they're just not as good up front. I think delusional would be too strong, but everybody kind of, they're a big physical offensive line, and you hear other coaches say it, and you watch the tape, and, they're pretty average at center. They're pretty average at left guard. Tyron, great player, 11th year in the league, a lot of injuries. He's still, trust me, I want Tyron on my team.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And right tackle, Lyle had not been great when he was in there. He's going to be back there, it appears. So they're just, if you watch the New Orleans game, which everybody did, I don't mean to sound condescending there, but they did not allocate a bunch of resources to stop the run. They played 7-man fronts. It wasn't like you said, wow, they're running into 8, 9-man fronts, and they had more people than you could block. No, Cowboys just got beat at the point of attack. Now, New Orleans is a good run defense. Obviously, great run defense. They've been good for 2-3 years here, and they're at the top of the list, but they just could not move people. So there was, you talk about Zeke being, hobbled a little bit, and he is, but they just got beat at the point of attack in that game. So, I mean, you don't have to, I guess my point is you don't have to look too deeply into why can't they run the ball. They're not moving people off the ball. They're not.
All right, so that's a good point of reference there. Point of attack, right? POA, Do you guys agree with the wonderful Babe Laufenberg? Do you guys agree with him? I think that it's time for me to reach out to my guy, DOC, or Vach if he's down to doing it.
High Law, did you know that Everson set the record for interception on the last game of the season versus the Eagles? What if Diggs breaks it week 17?
Yeah. Everson. Shout out to you, Nick. Everson with 11 interceptions in one season. I didn't know that it was the last game of the season that he got his 11th one. I appreciate you for that beat of information there. So that means that Diggs will have to then, dare I say, get his 12th interception against the Eagles. Well, my goodness, that would be nice, right? Now, 11 interceptions in 1 year is the Cowboys record. What is the most interception in 1 year collectively? Like, not just the Cowboys. What is the total most interception in a year? Let me know if you guys know that. You know what I'm saying? Is it 11? Is it 14? Is it 12? Y'all let me know. And who holds that record, by the way, you know. All right, 14, 17. Woo! We got some people with some knowledge in here. And the reason why you don't see Deion Sanders' name up there, because people realize I'm not finna throw the ball that way anymore, right? You know, Night Train. Okay. Night Train Lane, baby. Yeah. You know, I ain't gonna say that man's full name, but shout out to Night Train Lane, baby. Yeah. And that's the reason why, like, Revis, Deion, or Coach Prime, now he want to be called Coach Prime, Champ Bailey, who else that people just said, man, I'm not finna throw the ball that way. Who else kind of owned that prism? I won't put Richard Sherman in that because, you know, they tried Richard.
Enjoyed catching you on the round table with Louis T the other night. Good luck Sunday against my Washington football team, the Beard.
The Beard. All right, so one of you guys like the Eagles, right? Is it the Eagles in the Washington, or is one of you guys are a Giants in the Washington? You let me know, but appreciate you. But y'all, hoo-wee. Jalen Ramsey? Nah. I think teams. Well, now Jalen Ramsey teams are like, nah, we ain't gonna try to fit that ball in there. And all of that stuff is earned, right? Revis, yeah. Mike Haynes, Charles Woodson. Yep, people was a fool trying to throw to Charles Woodson's side. Terrence Newman. Terrence in 1 year had like 4 interceptions, and it was like clearly like close to close. Yeah. Ty Law, you're right. Ty Law earned that respect. And Nnamdi. Oh my goodness, Nnamdi. When he got over to the Eagles, lad, boy, oh boy, systems was really brought up and said, you know what? He's a system DB. Rod Wilson was a dog too. But you know who really got under Rod Wilson? You know who really got under Rod Wilson? Yeah, the playmaker, baby. Yeah. Rod Wilson used to have fits trying to cover the playmaker. Oh my goodness, Mel Renfro, yeah. Ed Reed, at that center, at the safety role, playing in the center field, nobody really wanted to throw anywhere in his proximity. And you know who plays like Troy Polamalu. I think that's how you say this man's name, if you excuse me. But Troy was the quote-unquote safety version of what we are seeing out of Michael Parsons. Impact guy, flies, can make that crazy play at the end of a game that can flip everything out, right? And I always dreamed of having a player on this team like a Ed Reed or a Troy on the defensive side. Or, believe it or not, in Earl Thomas, right? I like Earl Thomas in the center of the field as that safety that can, like young Earl, right? Young Earl that can really put people in the right places. There's a player that played for the Tennessee Titans that's doing a good job like that. I forgot his name. His last name started with, is it Byard? I forgot his name. It's the tip of my tongue. And there's another DB for the Cards that's playing like that. His name Buda Baker. You know, Ronnie Lott was a good one. Cliff Harris, yes, he was pretty good. Kevin, yeah, Byard, yeah, appreciate you, man, appreciate you, yeah. Kevin, oh my God, the man is a monster. All right, so people can listen to the entire interview without me pausing and rewinding. Let's see, bam. Yeah, Sean Taylor, man. Sean Taylor was a beast, man. And what's going on now, you know, in this world with these home invasions, man. I just want people to be careful out there, you know. Atwaters were pretty good. My guy was pretty good. Woody was pretty good. Justin Simmons is pretty good. Mel Blount, good. Yeah. Barber, pretty good too. Shout out to the U. But you guys hit that interview button at the bottom. That's how you guys can listen to the full interview without me pausing and rewinding. But shout out to Sean Taylor, man.
Ross, I had a scout tell me that if the Cowboys saw on his college tape that he was a pass rusher like this, they're either brilliant geniuses or absolutely freaking lucky based upon the Penn State tape. This was not on there.
No, they never had him rush off the edge. Now, they did have him, like his last college, and the crazy thing is, let me put this in perspective, what he's doing, right? So, number one, he opted out last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Number two, he hasn't rushed from the edge since high school. Penn State never had him do that. He was off-the-ball linebacker that they would blitz every once in a while. He killed Memphis in the Cotton Bowl there in Dallas, blitzing.
He did.
But that was it. And by the way, he's still only a part-time edge rusher.
Yeah.
That last game against the Saints, they didn't rush him off the edge once. He played off the ball, and then on obvious passing down, they had him spy Taysom Hill, which, by the way, was probably a smart game plan by Dan Quinn because Taysom wasn't really able to scramble. Micah still got a sack and a few pressures. But now we got a real dilemma because now you guys have Gregory back. You have DeMarcus Lawrence back. And I was literally talking with Greg Cosell about this on the Ross Tucker Football Podcast this morning.
Right.
Are you guys going to no longer rush the best edge rusher in the NFL off the edge? I mean, Greg,
Ooh, that's Ross Tucker, baby. Let me know. It's a unique situation to be in, right? You get Randy back, you get D-Law. Of course, those two bookends on the edge. One can argue that DeMarcus Lawrence is one of those guys that's going to shut down the run. I mean, literally, I get it. A lot of people were talking about, hey, pass rush. But this guy, DeMarcus, you can't run on his side. Even last year, I go all the way back, Cowboy Nation. I kid you guys not. Go back, and I encourage you guys to watch the All-22 when we made it to the playoffs, and it was against the L.A. Rams. They had, in order for the Cowboys to stop the bleeding, they said, you know what? dog it, we going to kick you on the other side of the field so that you can slow down the run. And it wasn't until like the late third quarter that they figured out that, hey, DeMarcus Lawrence can stop the run. Let's kick him on the other side. Because you guys remember, right? Randy Gregory was in that game. And if you have any reservations on Randy Gregory play, would be setting the edge and stopping the run. And when we had Robert Quinn on the team, I was saying, like, who's better at stopping the run? And I said, well, technically, Robert Quinn is better than Randy Gregory in stopping the run, believe it or not. But they play on the same side. So it was always kind of chaotic, of what the Cowboys were trying to do with that. And then you sprinkle in the fact that you had Aldon Smith the next year, what have you, the same year. Aldon Smith was here, and it was just creating all types of, hey, you can slide him inside. It was just a mess. It was a flat-out mess, Cowboy Nation. Just terrible of what they tried to do all at once. But Randy Gregory, I believe, if you help him with Parsons, because Parsons coming out of the draft was one of the better run stoppers as it relates to linebackers, believe it or not, like Ripley's. I think that if you look at my film assessment, if on the other side you have DeMarcus Lawrence and you have your guy J-Ron or J-Rock to come down, he can secure and stop the run on that side. And if you keep, hear me out, Cowboy Nation, Parsons shading the side where Gregory is at, whether he's coming to going or blitzing, because he can blitz off of both sides. He can blitz up the A-gap, for crying out loud. Then you got your run-stopping force. And Tristan Hill, excuse me, he's been playing lights out. I know, I get it. He had the one-game suspension, and we lost the game that he was in. But look at his tape. He's not that bad against the run. And if you think about it, Gallimore and all of those boys, it's going to be a great rotation inside. Keep those guys fresh. And this might be a game that you see Osa get out and do some crazy things.
Greg, hey, guys, Greg is like the NFL matchup guy.
Yeah.
He honestly believes that Micah is the best edge rusher in the NFL. Guys, he's a part-time guy that hasn't done it in 3 years.
Look,
have you been listening to this show?
You're speaking to me here because, like, I did not like the pick because I don't want to take a linebacker at 12, but I have been all in on making him a full-time defensive end. He's about the same weight as T.J. Watt, so I don't think the size is the issue. And like, to me, he's the best edge rusher there is, like, in the game. Like, let's just let him eat. I don't care who's coming back. Tank, Greg, move one of them inside, put one of them on the bench. You can't not put him as a pass rusher. He has to rush the passer.
Appreciate everybody for watching. That was the Ross Tucker on 105.3 The Fan. Correction, Samuel. Look, let's do this. All of the players are hurt. This is the week 14. Every player is hurt. Every player is hurt, by the way. Now, what they did as far as a precaution for Parsons, he soared. He was sore. He's battling through soreness. So he did practice, but it was in limited situations. So they're taking a precautionary. There's no 100% player right now in the NFL. Maybe the kicker or the punt kicker right now. But even them, they could be having a little tightness on their elbow or something. Everybody dealing with something right now. Now, when you talk about Cowboys news and information, it's like an amplifier. Everything is amplified to the max. To the max. So that's just how it goes. No one is at 100%. This time last year, the guy that lifted the Lombardi Trophy, Tom Brady, played with a torn meniscus, and that's just the reality of it, Cowboy Nation. But I come here to tell you, if he played for the Cowboys, it would have been echoed throughout the world, right? Kelvin said, "Nah, that long snapper. No, the long snapper. I heard he dealing with a pinky. He got a hangnail. I mean, that's what is going on with him, Cowboy Nation. All right, so as we get to this point of the show, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in.
The conference has been unlocked.
And I really would like to know your thoughts and opinions, whether or not, you agree with me or you disagree with me. This is your time to speak. But before we get into that, Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate you. Let me find my here we go. Bam. Here we go. Yeah, we up there now, baby. We up there, baby.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for me.
Only the ones that down for me.
Keep it super thorough my way.
Yeah.
On this side, keep it super thorough my way.
The hotline for your mind.
Call my phone.
657
Only ones who down for
390
keep it super
73
on this side, keep it super on this
91.
With my brothers, there's no question.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. Why we got you guys tuning in? I really appreciate you guys. Hold on. Let's do this before we open up the phone lines entirely. So you guys call in, by the way. But I want to showcase this, and then we can open up the phone lines. So the Lunatics, hang tight, and 631, hang tight. But let's play this right quick, and I will be right back. Let's go. I really appreciate you guys. Shout out to Gucci Watts and everybody who was a part of this production right here. Let's go.
Stop the vehicle at Jefferson Central in the area.
Oh man, this is crazy, man. I need to get my detectives on this.
The frequency 1389, 43 is following code 37. Vehicle 3 George 93308. 1303 is behind the unit.
Hello? Yeah, another body, man. It's serious.
What number he's wearing?
Number 11, man.
It's getting serious now.
Yeah.
Get with Gucci Watts and see if we can figure this out.
Yeah, man, I need y'all to do that and get on it pronto, man.
We'll do.
All right.
Damn.
Seems like we got us pattern right here. Seems like it's always the quarterbacks. Yeah.
Hey, whoa, what you doing, man?
You get that call from Captain?
Man, look, I didn't want to answer because he always tripping on me about my do-rag, and we already know your parts in your head is out regulation.
Get out of here, man.
They can tell.
It seems like it's the quarterback.
Another body. Golly. Look, all right, what's going on? Oh! He got to him. God.
Yeah. Damn. Come on, man. Get in.
All right, man. Ooh, he look bad. Real bad. You know he ain't gonna be in passing Russia or passing season 2
Seems
or
like
3.
Nah, dog. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy right now. And this man look like he's been only attacking quarterbacks.
Ooh, and he's attacking them in a very vicious way. But it's cool. Man, I can't do this, but it's cool.
No, you gonna have to finish this up.
With me?
Where your gloves at, man?
Man, I don't need them.
No. Put your gloves on, man. Take care of the rest of this.
I'm always forgetting something, ain't I?
Gotta call
Forget my brain if I could.
Okay.
All right. You do that. I give him his last eulogy. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You tried. They all tried. The little one tried. The big one tried. They all failed. I don't know who could be the next quarterback to get hit. I feel bad for him. It was DOA.
Fatality.
Appreciate everybody, man. I thank y'all so much for watching that, man. Shout out to Gucci Watts, man. We put that together in less than an hour or so, man. Running through some thought tracks and stay tuned. Who knows, man? It could be a copycat out there, and we're gonna get into some more things like that. And we got some more people that were just like a beta test right there, and I'm telling you, man, this thing it's gonna be crazy, and I love y'all energy, man. I thank y'all so much. I refreshed it 1,000 times on my YouTube page because sometimes when you do different content, Sometimes it don't stick, but you guys stayed true and y'all watched it. I know 500 of those views on YouTube is from me because I watched it like on repeat. I kept watching it, and I see some things that I'm going to add to it. I'm going to take away, so let's just bring laughter and fun back to it. And I got some different concepts that we're going to bring to the show. And I really appreciate you guys. Y'all just don't know, man. Y'all, I love y'all, baby. Y'all going to make me cry over here, baby. All right. He says, are you concerned about having a run game this Sunday with Pollard injured and having a hobbled Ezekiel Elliott? Yes, we're going to get into that maybe tomorrow's show. But, yeah, St. Clair, appreciate you. How do you feel with the nervousness? What about nervous about Mike McCarthy guaranteeing a win against the Washington? I'm along. Yeah, you shouldn't be nervous about that. Shouldn't be nervous about it, man. Noble's royalty, keep it up, Law. It was great. Thank you, man. Oh, my goodness, if y'all love it, man. Type real one in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for loving it. Baby, I do. I appreciate you, man.
Are you concerned with not having a run game this Sunday, with the Pollard injury and having a hobbled Elliott?
Like I said, I'm not concerned. And AI, you got to be earlier on it than that, Let's go. Y'all down for me, baby. I'm telling you guys. It's like I'm going to hit the lottery and it's going to be a multi-billionaire. And I'm going to remember all you guys. I'm going to be like, yeah. I'm going to buy everybody one of those Need for Speed type of cars. Or F-150, Phone line for your mind. 657-390-7391. That's the hotline, baby. Keep it real. 631. You're live.
Hey, how we doing, brother?
Hey, everything is well over here, man. You've been waiting for a minute, What's good, man? What's on your thoughts? Hello? No, you gone? Hello? Daylight 7, man. This dude literally, he was waiting for all of that time. Oh, my gosh, man. All right, so we got the lunatic, man. You're live, man. You're live, lunatic.
Law, Cowboys Nation, buenas tardes.
Yes.
You have them no-name fans chanting, we want Dallas. They want. Who? They want. Who? Do they realize that in their 4-game win streak, they're only scoring 24 points? We're averaging 28. It's simple math, you goddamn no-name flex sealers, as you call them. It's simple math. You want to poke the lion? Go ahead and poke the lion. He's going to put Heineken, whatever the hell his name is.
Right. Yeah.
McCarthy probably has had enough. That's why he said, we will win this game.
Right.
What do you expect me to say? They're the no-names. Look at their roster. We're getting healthier. It was a setback with Pollard. But guess what? They got the 31st ranked pass defense. And we got our 3-headed monster with Dak.
Right.
Oh, those damn Washington fans. They wanted us. Well, guess what? On their home field, that toxic dump of FedEx Field that had that sewer pipe break and had, all over their fans.
Yeah.
They're going to be chanting after this game. They're going to be chanting. We got our asses kicked by Dallas. Cowboys Nation, be that fan this week. You tell them, puro pinche Cowboys, because we're coming. And Micah says, hello, Heine. Go Cowboys.
Yeah, let's go, the lunatic. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's my guy right there. All right, so this is what I got to do. I got to go. I got to leave at, it's 4:49. I got to leave actually at 5:15. I got to get up out of here. So we're going to hit this 1-minute call groove for everybody else. Man, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. But I got to roll at that time frame. So it's 4:50 where I'm at. So let's go. The 904, you live. $904. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, you live, fam. Talk to me.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
Nothing to it, man. What you got on your mind?
Hey, man, I just want to shout out, man, to you, man. D-Lo, Mark Holmes, Mike Anthony Fitness, E2 Blue. I watch all y'all, man. Y'all real, man. Y'all keep up with what we need, man.
Yeah,
hey,
appreciate
this
it.
all week, man. This is all week, Dallas Nation. And we going to prove a point. We got to prove a point on all them haters, all the bandwagon that be jumping on and off. This is our week. This is our week. This is our year.
It is,
I
man.
think we're going to do good, man. We're going to be real. We're dangerous. And you know what? We're at full throttle. I was waiting till December. You see how we was doing throughout the whole year. With COVID, battling injuries from key positions. And we still find ways to win. We don't get enough credit for that. You know, and shout out to the coaches that's prepping these boys, man.
No doubt, man.
It's our week.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man.
You prevail.
Yeah. We will prevail, baby. We will. 615. What's up? You live? That even rhymes. 615. What's up? You live?
What's up, Law Nation?
Nothing to it, Chief, man. Talk to me, man.
Man, it's Abyssinian Prince from Nashville, dog. First time caller. Hey, this
Tanner K.
I'm not. Yeah, it's what I'm talking about. Mississippi. I know you're in Texas. I know you're a SIP boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm not worried about it, dog. We have a three-headed dragon monster. We got Zeke, Prescott, and we also got Pollard. I think he's gonna play. We also got D-Law, Randy, and we also got Parsons. And then we also got them guys in the secondary with Brown. And Brown is solid.
Solid, yep.
And our other two defenders and Diggs, and our other two, and our last defender, Kurtz. Man,
Yeah.
with that three-headed dragon monster, I'm not worried about the Washington no names. They've been. I got this co-worker been hollering at me all year. Can't wait for the game. I said, dog, it ain't like last year. I said
Right.
we was in bandages and in the morgue last year.
Right.
I said, this year we're gonna take y'all to the funeral home and we're gonna put the dirt on you this time, and in the next 2 weeks we're gonna put the tombstone on and throw some more dirt on. I'm done. I'm out.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man, for the 615 from Tanner K, my dog, man. Hey, and he's right. He ain't lying to kick it, baby. We had a bruised up team. And the Washington team looked like they struggled, And I do know that the storyline with the score reflects differently. But I come here to tell you, Cowboy Nation, they beat us down. We had Nucci out there. They knocked that first game. They knocked Andy Dalton out, right? Nobody came to his rescue, and they brought in Benjamin DiNucci, and he completed one pass to Amari Cooper, and it was just a mess. And then the next game, we were pretty much battling through them with Andy Dalton, and then it was 4th and 20. Mike McCarthy kind of panicked a little bit and went for it, and then that went south from there. But we back, baby. We going to get this going the best way possible. 512. You live.
Hello.
Yep, you live.
Thanks for having me. Great show. I love your content. Just want to say things real quick. 1 minute rule. I think in order for Dallas to get this done this week, we have to be more creative in the run game. Obviously, if Tony Pollard's going to be okay, he needs to get more touches. And Dak Prescott has to take advantage of run opportunities, not necessarily planned runs, but if he's looking downfield, there's nothing open. He's got some lanes. He's got to take advantage of that. I don't think last in the New Orleans game, I think he ran for 0 yards. We need Dak to take advantage, get down on the ground, go to the next play. That's all I got to say, man. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. He's spitting the truth. I'm just in the middle of the road with Pollard. I don't know whether or not he's going to play or not. Let me see what Gelkin said last month. COVID. I think difficult. Okay, Cowboys tight end neck was limited in practice today. Damn, everybody got this. This must was the brutal practice of all practice, baby. All right, so Sean McKeon, he hurt his neck. All right, so Let's see. And Parsons hip and limited. All right, I'm up to date with everything. All right, so let's see. We got 4:55. Let's get the 214. You up next? 214. You live. Yep. All right. 406 Unimix.
How about them Cowboys, law?
Yeah. How about them?
Hey. We fucking, we're like an anchor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When shit goes crazy, man, we just throw that anchor out the fucking boat, right?
Right.
And it's a foundation. And so when shit gets getting crazy, when there's all these waves, brother, and we know Dak is the anchor, right? Dak is the anchor.
Right.
And we know his fucking story, man. I'm sorry for cursing.
No, you're good, man. It's passion. It's passion. It's getting up out of you, man. Keep going with it. I love it.
Hey, man, and we know his story with his mom. We know his story with his brother, and we know dumbass Skit Bayless, right? Talking like, oh, are you depressed? Are you making fun of him? Hey, man, through all of that, Dak always stayed the same. He never changed. The only change was getting better, right? Getting better, and the mindset. The mindset, brother. Do you think that this mindset is not contagious? When everything, you think Dak when he lost his mom, man, look at the game that he came through when he was in Mississippi State. He came in and he rolled in. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Go. And he lost his brother, right? He lost his brother.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it, baby. Appreciate you, man. 214, you live. You live. 214, you live in the mix.
Big Law.
What's good, fam? Talk to me, man.
This is money after you know what.
Okay, money after you know what. What's good, man?
Yeah. How you doing, fam?
Man, I'm doing well, fam. Thank you for calling in. What you got for this episode?
Hey, man, ain't nothing but a thing. We about to get this rubber dub, you know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you one thing, Law. I'm ready for, I know Dak got the stats, but I'm ready for him to ball out again, start balling, getting these 350, 400-yard games again with the multiple touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm
ready for it. We need that back, man. Especially if Pollard, and we don't know the status of Pollard or whatever. So I'm just ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. I'm ready for it as well, man. Appreciate you though. It's time for Dak Prescott to step up. Yup. Appreciate you. Money out of the you know what, out of the rectum over there. Money out of the rectum. You got Swayze in the house. What's good, man? You live?
What's going on, Law?
Nothing to it, man.
Objective Cowboy fan here.
No worries. Objective.
This is a Dak Prescott game, and people have been saying that, but this is truly a Dak Prescott game. Meaning that Tony Pollard's going to be very limited. You can tell that he's only going to play just to give defenses looks. Ezekiel's still battling a knee injury. This is one of those games where we need him to make complete passes, even if the Washington football team knows we're going to pass the ball. I mean, that's what elite quarterbacks do. He's getting paid $75 million in 1 year.
Right.
Same is already set. And I'm not saying this as I want Dak Prescott to succeed, but I also don't want us to be in a situation where we're down by 2 possessions, 3 possessions, and now he wants to, stat pad. I need him to do it the first, second, third quarter. Don't wait just the fourth quarter. So I just want to ask you a question before I dip. If the offense fizz out this game, do you see any consideration of giving Mike McCarthy the play call duties? And I'm listening to you.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you. All right, shout out to Swayze, man. He was one of the first guys that reached out to me and said, hey, Law, check out the Kurt Warner video. So shout out to him for pointing that out and said, hey, just watch it. And then I watched it, and I gave you guys my thoughts on that. Dak Prescott, he will be playing against deep cover 4, cover 2 look. Sometimes that's what the Washington team do. And I believe that Mike McCarthy versus Kellen Moore as far as play calling, they still going to lean on Kellen Moore's play calling, because you remember that in this particular game, you still need to evaluate your offensive coordinator. And if the head coach is going to snatch the playbook from him, then why pay your offensive coordinator? What will be the reason to keep him on his team? Then he need to be gone. Then you need to be looking at another team. We can save some of those coins. So great analysis there. But I look at it like this, Cowboy Nation. Yeah, every game is Dak Prescott game. 5 games left. This is a divisional game. He still should be familiar with this team, even though there's a whole new coaching staff. He never played against this coaching staff. But he should still feel confident finding his target. Amari Cooper should be on the same page as him, as well as CeeDee Lamb. They both back. They played last week. Of course, Michael Gallup. So all 3 of those guys, it should be a game that the trifectas let the Washington team know that they should go out there and get them a name, All right, so we got the Dallas Cowboy 1992. You're live, baby.
Yeah. What's going on, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
I'm going to say this. Everybody sleep. Everybody's sleeping right now. I'm going to tell you who everybody going to watch out for. And they've been sleeping on them. They've been sleeping on for a while, but I haven't been sleeping. I've been watching. Everybody keep worrying about Dak Prescott. Keep talking about Dak this, Dak that. I'm going to tell you who they need to watch out for. And I'm going to say who it is. It's my man Zeke Elliott, man.
Oh, Elijah Elliott. Yeah.
That's right. Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
That's right. Everybody keeps talking about Dak Prescott this, Dak Prescott that. Man, Zeke he's been limping here and there. We've been noticing that. But this is the game that we've been saving him for. We've been circling this game. Everybody coming back. Everybody on defense coming back. Now Gallimore, Randy Gregory, D-Law. We didn't see only but this one time the whole year. Matter of fact, we didn't have Gallimore.
No doubt.
I'm going to tell you like this. The man that's going to be taking over everything is going to be Zeke Elliott, because everybody just think he's a wounded dog right now. But Zeke, he's been parking on him too. You already know this is the game Zeke come play for every time. He run hard just like with Emmett back in the day. With Emmett Smith.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you so much, man. 1992, Dallas Cowboys from the 954. You the real one, baby. Appreciate you, man, but I got to roll. All right, 469, what's on your mind?
Hey, yo, what up? This is Bobo.
Yeah, what's good?
I hollered at you a few weeks ago. We were talking about the little Michael Parsons issue. I was telling you I played linebacker or whatever. Anyway,
right.
I think I'm watching Dan Quinn. I see what he's doing now. He bringing Micah along perfectly, because eventually he's gonna be like a Ray Lewis / like he could be. He's so talented. He can be a Von Miller and a Ray Lewis at the same time. But he not ready for all that yet. It's too much for him on his plate. But right now, if he stay in that linebacker position when Gregory and D-Law both be back healthy, because I seen in the Saints game how he was reading the run,
right?
How he learning to run on the fly. Like even one time, I know he was on a blitz, but he read the run and made that tackle because he was in the A gap. But that's what I thought. My fault. I didn't want to run out of time, but yeah. That's
one more point. Go ahead. Make that one more point. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I see what Dan Quinn doing, and I was just gonna say what we were talking about. Man, I'm not even worried about Micah if they leave him in the middle or if they put him at end, because he could do either or. It's just really the way Dan Quinn decide to play, come up with game plans for him. But that's
no doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Game planning is everything, Cowboy Nation. Scheme, man. What you got to do, you got to scheme against the opposition, and I believe that there should be zero excuses. You got a guy by the name of DeMarcus Lawrence. Excuse me. You also got a guy. You got a guy by the name of Randy Gregory that's ready to eat, and both of those guys are your bookends. And now you insert Michael Parsons. So all of those things work, Cowboy Nation. I I don't like y'all at all. I love y'all. I absolutely do. And I gotta run like no time before. But I really appreciate you guys for tuning in and being part of this episode. Be sure to hit that like, share this content, let a friend, a neighbor, foe, Ashaniqua, Pookie, and Ray know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. I'm trying to find my little thing to turn it off. Turn it off. Here we go. Yeah, I need a button that I could just press to turn it off, but neither here nor there. Let everybody know. Shout out to you, Sally. I thank you so much. You on the Facebook, you on the YouTube. You spend all of the good resources over in both channels, and I really appreciate you to help elevate the nation. And shout out to everybody who enjoyed the little skit that we did. There will be more to come, and it's all powered by you guys, right? So, Cowboy Nation, I got to leave you with a word, though. I can't just leave, right? Got to leave. It's 5:05, and I got to go. But I tell everybody, you call Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. Stephen White. Possibilities in the opening of your mind, not the third eye, but just your mind. This team, we're facing a team, common rivalry opponent. There should be no fear in us. We just watched the game. But there's power in words, right? The players play the game, and the coaches draw up the plan. They draw up everything. They do. And we just have to execute. But I come here to tell you, even if you draw up a plan for Shaquille O'Neal to shoot the three, right? Doesn't mean he's going to execute it, right? So it goes a little deeper, Cowboy Nation. You got to draw up a plan that fit the skill set that you got. I come here to tell you, Cowboy Nation, we got the skill set that's put into place now. Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott to Michael Gallup, right? The defense, let's smother the Washington football team. Beat them so bad that they figure this thing out and say, you know what, let's go into the plumbing situation. Because there's going to be two type of scenarios. Either the stadium is going to be defecating on them, or us, we going to be defecating on them. Feces, fecal matter. That's what we going to do, baby. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawny and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold, private, or famish, or fame, or sickness, or body, or brain, with dogged and grim, and besieged and besetted Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. If you're a real one, type real one in the chat, and I see you. Williams, type 9 and 4 in the chat, baby. We ain't going nowhere, baby. 9 and 4, thou shall decree a thing, and it shall be established. Yeah, come on. Y'all speak it into existence, baby. I love it. Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really is ice. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze. Photo, please, no photos. Jeez, no, please, no photos. Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here. Might need some still young, but I'm like a new deal to my life.
Appreciate everybody. Shout out to all of the real ones. Nick.
produced
I see y'all with the nine.
Different colors in my baggy light.
Canteen Sports. Shout out to you, Sally. Shout out to you, Xavier.
Wanna get you new things when you
Bill
pockets
Bates.
up. Run it up. I used to be
Shout
crying
out
and
to
out of
you.
luck. Now I move up and move
Shout out to you, 92.
The jealousy, my mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up.
Yes. Washington will choke. I love it.
Only one of me and nobody's
Yeah.
ringing and I tell them it's ice. I got what you on, bring it.
Worthy. Yeah. Come on. I see you, fam. Yeah. Little Dallas Cowboy, appreciate you. Shout out to all of the people that's watching. Come on, baby. Yeah.
I might make it rain today.
Sugar Daddy One Williams.
In
Yeah.
my own lane, finger roll.
Yeah.
I would never sell my only soul.
Yeah.
Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the
No,
realest
not
team I
this
never
house.
know. All this
Hey.
acting, you gon' play a role.
He needs
You the
some
world,
milk.
try
Shout
you
out to
up.
21.
Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh.
If you don't like this channel, oh, I got too many credits going. Oh, there we go.
Live acting surprised, but you was
Y'all should let me know about that
Get out the
one.
way, it's been a
Let's
day,
go.
now you're old news. Now you got the
Come
pen
on.
and pad, you're trying to take
Get
my
them likes up.
Nowadays,
Shout out to
nothing
Dallas
really
Cowboys.
excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me.
If it's,
Phone ringing and I
if it's your birthday this month, birthday.
Photo, please, no
Come on.
photos. G's, no, please, no photos.
Yeah.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like
Yeah.
me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging, she ice. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's,
come on.
please, no photos.
Yeah, it's a party, y'all. It's a party, it's a party, it's a party, yeah. Come on, nation. Come on, baby. Let's go. Come on. Hey. We up out of here, baby. Yeah, as soon as I can find this off button, but I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. I really do. I really do.
FBI, open up!
Wrong door.
Fatality.
Shouldn't been talking noise. You should have had that warrant. This is a no-knock warrant. You should have had that one. We out, baby. One love. That agent down. Shout out to Washington, Jerome. Keep that energy, Jerome.